Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophie, if you don't know, and today my idea was to start a video on 10 things that I wish I knew sooner, because there's a lot. There are a lot of things that people don't know, that people think that they know some idea of and haven't had very much experience, but everything that I create a video on, I have either experienced it or am experiencing it and have my growth right now as same as anyone else. Okay, so let's get into it. So my first thing that I wish I knew when I was younger would be that people do not care about me like I care about everybody else. So I am someone who cares extremely deeply for people. I can feel certain people's pain. If I care about them, I will go to the ends of the earth for certain people. But I have not experienced that as much as I wish I would have because of how I am. I have had friends, or as my mother would say, so-called friends, who cared about me to a certain extent that I thought. They would do stuff for me, but when I would do stuff for them, it wasn't reciprocated. Meaning, say if I thought of a plan to go to McDonald's to go eat something, and I asked them, hey, do you want to go to McDonald's? Do you want to go get something to eat? They would say yes. When we get there, they would expect me to pay. And back then I had my own business, which that's another thing that I'm going to talk about. I had my own business, so I had more money than they did, which I completely understand. There's certain extent to people who don't have it. If you don't have it, that's okay. But it's just like, every time we go out, I can't pay for you. We are all adults. We are all teenagers. We all have a job. But I cannot be the only one to be paying for every single time that we go out. That just can't happen. So that is one example. Another example of people don't care about me the way that I care about them is, say if someone has their own business like me. I support them, I buy their things, I promote their business, and everything's going great for them. But when it's my turn, I don't get that same energy and love and time and effort back that I put in for them. They absolutely do not do the same for me. So that is the first tip. I would say just be mindful about the people who you keep in your circle. People will make it seem like they care about you, that they will do anything for you, but then you will start to see that they actually won't. You will start to see them change their mind. You will start to see them talk about you behind your back. You will start to see them not including you into certain things. I also had another friend who would always make it an excuse to not hang out with me, which I didn't understand what was going on. Like, I am a very, very nice person. I love to take care of people. I'm a caregiver now. Like, I get paid to do it. Like, I care about people so much. And I don't understand how it was so difficult for them to hang out with me and then always be hanging out with a different person. Like, someone else that they were hanging out with, they would go hang out with them all the time. Nighttime, day, in the morning, like all the time, and then post about it. And I would be like, what's wrong with me? I keep asking you, I've been asking you for months, if we can hang out, I will even pay for you. Like, I've offered to even pay for you. But it's just that at the time we were best friends, and it was really awkward and hurting my feelings. And I would talk about it. Like, I would ask you, what's going on? Is there something wrong with me? Why are you not hanging out with me? They would say, oh, you didn't do anything wrong. nothing's wrong, but then you don't hang out with me, so I didn't understand it. I don't understand why people do things like that, but it is what it is. I've moved on, I've grown from that, and this is just a life lesson. So that is tip number one. People do not care about you as much as you care about them. So make sure to keep your boundaries up. Make sure to know when there's a limit. There are a certain amount of things that you can do that are okay, and there are some that are not, because you have to have a healthy balance. You can still do, say, helping them out with the laundry or something like that, like folding the laundry. If y'all are both at each other's houses, just spending quality time together, and you want to help with laundry, dishes, whatever, that is okay. But make sure that they're going to help you as well. Make sure that it's not just you. Make sure that it's a healthy, genuine friendship and not someone who just wants to take and take and take from you. So number 2 is stop giving your all when they aren't. I kind of just already talked about that, but it's just like making sure that I'm not gonna say only do something to get something back. I'm gonna say make sure that it's reciprocated. Make sure that it's a genuine, good friendship and not just somebody who is taking advantage of you, because that's not going to do anybody any good except for them, because they're just gonna, I'm sure they have other people they're doing it to too. So make sure you cover yourself. Make sure you're making yourself happy. The third tip is, if you have something that you want to do that makes you happy, do it. Don't let them make you feel guilty about making yourself happy. It is your life. You have your own goals. You have your own things that you want to do for yourself. Like, don't let anybody else make you feel guilty for living your own life. That's not fair. That's not right. They wouldn't want somebody doing that to them. So the best thing that you can do is to make yourself happy. Do what you want to do. If you want to go buy that car, go buy that car. Don't get their approval. If you want to dye your hair, dye your hair. Don't get anybody else's approval. Because if they tell you no and it's something that you really want to do, that's going to make you unhappy if you're not doing what you want to do. That's not going to work. You're just making yourself unhappy if you don't continue to do the things that you like for yourself. It is your life. Make yourself happy. The fourth tip that I have for people like me who have had people leave their life when you did not want to do something for them, and then they come back when they want something, I would suggest cutting it off. Because if they are continuing to come back into your life just to gain something from you, that's not okay. That is them taking advantage of you. That is them not respecting you. That is them not respecting you as a human being, as their friend, as whatever they want to claim that you are. If they're only coming back when they want something, hey, I thought we were friends. No, back up. No, that's not gonna happen. I have been in too many situations like that with people who wanted to tell me, oh, I thought we were friends. I thought we were cool. I thought, but then you only come around when you want something. That's not right. I have done everything that I possibly can to make you happy, to keep this friendship going, and it's just me who's doing that. It is just me who's being genuine, who actually cares about you, who actually wants to make this friendship work. And we can't have situations like that, because people like that will purposely do it to other people. They will do it to as many people as possible, as many people as they can, to gain, and then it's just not gonna make anybody happy because they're choosing to let them do that. So that is the fourth step. Just don't let them do that. Don't let them come back into your life. Don't let them tell you that they thought, no, don't let them do any of that. So my fifth tip is that not everyone is your friend. Not everyone cares about you. Not everyone sees the world how you do. Not everyone is a genuine person. Not everyone actually cares about people. There are certain people in the world who choose to be unhappy, who play the victim, who make it seem like everything bad is happening to them and it's not going to get any better. I personally stay away from people like that because if you ever heard the saying, you are who your friends are. If they're around you all the time, you're going to get that same mentality. You are going to feel the exact same way. They're going to drag you down with them and not even care about how you feel. They are going to purposely make you unhappy. They are going to get jealous of any and everything that you have going good for you in your life. They're going to get extremely jealous. And jealousy is one of the worst things you can have in a situation where they already don't care about you. That's going to put you in deep, deep, deep trouble. And I've experienced it. I've had people who were already negative. They were already negative. And I was being the person trying to help them through that. I was being too caring for those certain people. And they almost drug me down with them. I had this one person who was very negative, and I didn't understand what was going on with the whole situation, but I just tried to help in any way that I could, with money, with time, with spending time with her. We would go out to the park, to movies, to the game lounge, to anywhere to possibly make her happy. That's where we would go. And then the second I could not, because I still had my own bills and things to pay for myself, the second that I could not, she told me that I was not a real friend. Compared to everything that I had done for her in the past. I gave her everything she wanted. And then the time that I actually could not, due to my own bills, that's when she wanted to say that I was not a real friend. So there are certain people like that who are not your friend. They just want to take your time or your energy or your resources, whatever you have that they can take, they will take, if they are not a real friend. And that is hard, especially for young people. I am only 21 at the moment, but all of these things I have experienced already at a very young age. And I sort of just got out of a situation like that with someone, with another female. And I think that it's best for you to realize early on, for you to pay attention to the red flags, the signs, the things that you would normally ignore. Please don't ignore it, because people will make you feel guilty if you let them. They will drag you down. They will mess up your life. They will mess up your happiness. And the only person who can really fix that is you. You can only let people do as much as you want to. That is your life. They are in your life for a reason. They are your friend or friend for a reason. If you choose to let them mess up your life, they will. So that is it for this video. Thank you all for watching. I will have a part 2 out very soon. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can leave them down below in the comment section. And I also have my TikTok that I will probably link somewhere. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Bye.